How is it going? Welcome to the third episode of the Realm series. Last episode was kind of just me messing around and working in the nether, so this time I decided we're going to do something a little bit different. At the end of last video, I was thinking about doing a base tour and then trying to get everybody else to do one to put that at the end of the video. But that took like a long time and the video was already getting pretty long and pretty boring. So I figured it'd be way cooler if I just did an entire video for base tours. The first thing I did was I built this little barn here. I think it's pretty cool. My favorite part is the back here because I was able to fit a heart under the back of the barn and it doesn't even look that bad. And if you look at it, funny enough, or you look at it at a funny angle, you'll see those two cherry logs in the center kind of look like eyeballs. So it kind of looks like I just put a little guy on the back of my barn, and I think that's really cool. And then if you go inside of the barn, this is where I keep my horse, Sammy. I didn't really know what to do inside here, so I just decided, yeah, we're just gonna throw up like stacks of pumpkins and hay bales, like we're farmers, you know. Come over here, it just says none to see here, but there's a secret entrance right here, and that's how you get into the Good Faction HQ, which is just a hole in the ground, which has been demonstrated multiple times. Everyone's been in here, everyone does whatever they want around here, they don't care. The next thing I did was I built this windmill here. It doesn't really have a purpose, I just thought it'd be cool, and so I found one that had like the little fans. Found a little reference for the fans, and I was like, okay, I'm doing that. Though if you do go in here, it's nothing really in here yet. It's kind of made a little staircase that goes up to the top. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I do have an idea. But you know, once I got those two buildings in, I was like, dang, place is looking pretty good, but kind of open. So I decided to build another little house, and I kind of briefly talked about it in the last video. Come in here, pretty simple staircase. The only cool thing I think is that I just kind of went crazy with the stairs. I just kept placing them like this, where I'd have one of them facing one way and then I put the other one kind of the opposite. Kind of just looks like there's little cubbies here. Can't really put anything in them, but if you know, if it was real life. And over here we have this living room, which I put working chairs in because this is my favorite thing to do in the entire world. It's just make working chairs and then sit in them. This is the kitchen. Kind of got like some things that are cooking, you know. I got cooking some puffer fish and some meat and, you know, stuff. But if you go up the stairs here, this is like the whole point of this house is that I could put a place for my bed, because in the barn, it was just literally in a hole. But yeah, other than the nether, that's really all I've done. Now we transition into other people's base tours. Hello everybody and welcome back to MTV Cribs. Today we are joined by none other than, we are joined with Logan and Cody.
Right here is the main arch. This right here, the main arch. There's one that's like right over here. It's just like it.
This is fucking arch that Logan built that he never finished. I don't really know what he plans on doing here. I think it's supposed to be a gate. I don't know.
So what you're looking at here, we're looking at a dual staircase, low rise arch. I actually don't have any other terms for it, so I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, so as you can see, Logan likes dick. This is his ultimate creation. This is what he really wanted our front entrance to be. So yeah, that's that. Little penis door.
But this is the entrance, so let's get started before I just make this way too long.
Everything you see was covered in forest. That was on me. I took it all apart because I ate the trees, fucked the Lorax.
Yeah, like the one slur.
This right here, what you're looking at, is a wall. Oh, it's actually probably the most iconic part of Resnick is its wall. Easily sunk like 5 double chests worth of stone into this wall, and it does wrap all the way around our island.
So this is our little camp. We started over here. This is where all of our ideas started to happen, and we haven't been bothered to organize or move anything to our actual little storage area yet. So this is just kind of here.
There's also some more architecture here. We have a bridge, because I once said I want bridges, cities, docks. I said a lot of things. This is the first step towards realizing that vision. And honestly, I just kind of built it as a platform I could go and look at all of my shit from. Like, just take a look at that. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful.
Killed all the cows last time I was here, so hold on. Let me just we even numbers and stuff, you know. Hold on. Yeah.
Over here, this is going to be the Resnick expansion. It's going to be the first thing that we expand into. The land is already claimed, bought. We have the rights to it. Don't worry about that. We're going to build a wall, kind of matching the other wall, if you can believe it. And it's going to encompass this whole area. We're going to do stuff on it. I'm going to let Cody run wild with it. I feel like I'm stifling his creative vision too much, and I need him to be free, you know?
Yeah, so this will be the cool part. Over here, we have all of this mountain was also covered in trees and shit. All the stuff I chopped down is in here. I want to make it into like a feudal Japan style area where we're gonna have a lot of like I think we're gonna have the shopping districts and shit over here. I don't actually remember. The other side is supposed to be more of like a medieval, like European style, I believe. This thing is supposed to be the town hall.
I was going to build a cathedral-inspired town hall here with an audience chamber in the main hall. I was going to make it like this is an area underneath with all the villagers, and then there was a floor above, and that was the main hall. Cody, while I was building it and hollowing out this area, kind of observed that it might be way cooler to have it as maybe get rid of the stairs and just have that as the main entrance, and then there's like an upper level.
This was supposed to be our like stonemason area, so Logan built this entire thing.
So what you're looking at here is, it was kind of the necessary invention because my partner wanted to make a gigantic hole in the ground. So I was like, well, I don't want to live all the way away from the hole. It was low-key getting annoying to run all the way. So I built a house here. I was like, let me just lock in and build a house. And we spent, dude, we might have spent like 20, 30 plus minutes just deciding what we wanted to do for not even the whole palette, but just this bottom part right here. So we did, and by we, I mean I built all of this entire house.
Fireplace. That's really it. There's been a couple creepers that blew up in here. There's nothing up here. This is actually where I sleep. Speaking of, perfect timing. My little bedroom. This is where you go to not let creepers blow up in here.
These are my chests. This is kind of the main storage room.
There's another little storage room. Everything that you see that is blocks, I have gathered. I am a gatherer. I gathered all the resources to build this building. I've gathered all the resources, all the stone.
I collected a lot of the materials that I needed to make this house so that I can keep building with this palette.
This is the roof. I don't know what's going to happen up here. A lot of dirt.
This is going to be the actual living quarters of this house. This home will be mostly up here. And I kind of had to get a little bit creative with this roof design. It just was such an interesting footprint for the building. So I ended up making this sort of like pseudo pyramid ziggurat thing, and then kind of leaning into a more regular roof peak thing going on the back sides. This is maybe the pride and joy of Resnick at the moment, if not for the walls. The walls really would not be possible without this hole. And this hole is kind of Cody's brainchild, so I'm going to let him speak a bit on that.
Yeah, anyways, moving on to the cool stuff that I'm involved in, because fuck Logan. Go down here to my magnum opus. This is the quarry. It goes all the way down to bedrock from basically up where the bridge is, a little bit higher, I think. I dug all the way down. Logan helped for a solid like 7 levels, and then he left. Yeah, around 6 or 7 levels. We hit deep slate, and he's like, all right, I gotta go to work, I guess. And I slaved away and mined all the way down to bedrock, just so I can gather him resources to finish the buildings that he hasn't finished.
But that's Resnick. I mean, infrastructurally, building-wise, that's what it is. But what you can expect from Resnick, what I will say for projects, and I can't speak on some of them, they're very top secret, like we're really tight-lipped about this. That's you right now, zipping your mouth. Yeah, it's going to involve walls. It's going to involve expansion. Yeah, all the haters out there who said we never make it, look where we at. You know what I'm saying? Look where we at. They didn't believe in us.
Do you have haters?
God, dude. Sorry, what were you saying?
Do you have haters?
Yeah, but they all are in this realm with me. You know what I mean?
And that's all I got.
Do you have any future plans?
Me?
Yeah.
My plans, farm a lot of resources. There's shops I want to make, and kind of monopolize our Minecraft world.
I was gonna say, when do we think that the Japanese half of Resnick is going to be? We're going to see, some work on that.
That's a great question. When maybe... I'm gonna go this way.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mamba Nubis here. For those of you who don't know, my skin is Anubis, the god of the underworld. And basically what my job is to weigh everybody's soul and decide whether or not you're allowed to go into the afterlife. Nobody goes into the afterlife. I deny everybody. Well, some people. Most people don't go into the afterlife. Some people do, but probably not you. Okay, that's pretty much my job. Okay, bye.
Probably not you. That's crazy.
He said bye like he was hanging up a phone.